If you guys have been following along this NFL season, paying attention to what's going on over there in Philadelphia, the A.J. Brown drama, the A.J. Brown narrative has been ramping up ever so slightly, and it has hit its max point this week with the trade deadline approaching. From sending subliminal tweets, from quoting songs that seem to take digs at either your head coach, either your quarterback, either your offensive coordinator. The 180 that Eagle fans have done on A.J. Brown is nothing short of spectacular. When you couple that with what transpired this past Sunday, Philadelphia Eagles beating the New York Giants 30-28, with the offense looking as close to a Philadelphia Eagles offense of last year that we have seen so far. A.J. Brown happened to be on the bench. Jalen Hurts, 15 for 20. Devontae Smith gets 9 targets. Saquon Barkley has his best game of the season. Tank Bigsby has his best game of the season. The Eagles offense looked the best that they have all season long, and A.J. Brown's on the bench. This only adds to the chatter around A.J. Brown and the Philadelphia Eagles. And Colin Cowherd today on The Herd spoke about this quote-unquote tension between A.J. Brown and the Philadelphia Eagles.
I thought there was a very interesting story in The Athletic today, A.J. Brown discussing a relationship with Jalen Hurts. It's a fascinating article. This thing's not going to work. And A.J. Brown's identity in this article is basically getting the football. He admits his words. He's a loner, struggles to make friends. His words. Well, Jalen Hurts is a more social animal. A.J. Brown is a loner. It's oil and water. They're not adversaries. It's just never going to blend. A.J. Brown is a little like Prince. He's never going to be part of a band. Remember, We Are the World? He wanted to do his separately. Quincy Jones, like, we're not going to do that. Like, some people are solo artists, and I think A.J. Brown is that. I mean, I don't know if there'll be a perfect fit with maybe any quarterback. But when you read this article, I mean, think about the Eagles more than any team in the league are defined by ugly and a collective, the tush push. Ugly is playing football, but it's really team football. Everybody going in one direction. And there's A.J. Brown, last week didn't play, best offensive performance. So it's interesting when you read the article, you know, he's largely acknowledging he doesn't make friends easily. You know, his dopamine, the article says, is getting the football in his hands. And it's a really interesting article, and he is a really odd fit. It is not, you don't have to be an enemy or an adversary. Some stuff doesn't fit. Some personalities don't fit.
Now, what I would say to that, A.J. Brown, this is the time to ask yourself, this is the time to mature, this is the time to elevate. Am I willing to put some of those personal accolades to the side to continue to get some jewelry in my memorabilia room, to continue to win at the highest level in the league? I would assume Jamar Chase would trade in his accolades if it meant winning a Super Bowl over there in Cincinnati when they went head-to-head against Los Angeles Rams. I'm sure Justin Jefferson would trade his accolades if that meant winning a Super Bowl here in Philadelphia. Garrett Wilson over there with the Jets, I know for sure Garrett Wilson would say, get me out of here, please. I will go where I can win because I don't enjoy losing. Being through the ringer, losing here in New York, I will appreciate a winning situation even more. And I hope A.J. Brown sees that. I hope A.J. Brown knows that. Let's take a look to some of the reaction off of what Colin Cowherd had to say. 3 All-Pros, 2 Super Bowls, 1 Super Bowl win, 2 1,500-yard seasons, 6 games in a row of 125 yards. Please stop telling me this doesn't work. Jared Goff and Amon-Ra would sell their souls for this. So would Burrow and Chase. Losing isn't fun. I agree. Losing isn't fun. That's why I don't want to see him throw a stink when he only gets 5 targets. I don't want to see him throw a stink when the offensive game plan isn't centered around throwing A.J. Brown the ball. A.J. Brown, you got to know that. Why are people acting like he just got to Philly? Look at what they've already accomplished together. What more of a fit do you want? AJ simply wants to complete his checklist of career achievements. Nothing wrong with that, and the Eagles should be able to meet him halfway. If meeting AJ Brown halfway to complete his career achievements, the Eagles did their part. They delivered a ring. What more do they need to capitulate on? What more do they need to give up? It blended last year and they won a Super Bowl. They've been to 2 Super Bowls together, 4 total All-Pros, and 4 total Pro Bowls. This guy is a clown. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Appreciate all the support. Like the video, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Take it easy.